Hi there and welcome to Walk with Bandana Man. Today we're going to walk in the southeast side of the island near Cala Agulla, but our walk starts from Cala Agulla. From Cala Agulla we will walk up to the Talaia Son Juamell. But first we need to go from Agulla over to Cala Mesquida via a nice stony earthy track. From Cala Mesquida we will go up to the Jaumell, Talaia, and then all the way back down the ridge to Cala Agulla. Take about 2.5 hours, so if you enjoy stony earthy ascents and descents and beautiful scenery down into two gorgeous bays, then let's get out there. This is Cala Agulla, the final stop of the 411 Manacor to Cala Agulla bus. On exiting the bus, you should see this hotel less than 50 metres away. On exiting the bus, go back up the hill to a T-junction. At the junction, there is a pedestrian crossing and an entrance to a small park with a paved footpath going through it. Take this footpath. Now, looks like the locals have embraced these feral kittens. At the end of the paved footpath, an earth path bears right. Take it and start to make your way down to the beach at Cala Agulla. Within about 5 minutes you will see the sea through the trees. Head for it and you should come to a beach bar on the sand. Looking along the beach, you will immediately see the headland on the right and the Cala Agulla on the left. Start walking along the beach. After about 10 minutes up the sand here, you'll come to this lifeguard's hut here. And if you don't want to do the next 10 minutes on the sand, you need to turn left here, go towards some toilets and turn right and pick up a hard track that goes just through a little wooded area. After about 5 minutes of coming through that little forest on the path there, you'll get to this bridge. We need to follow the path just to the left a bit and then go straight across. After about 25 minutes of starting the beach walk, and then a couple of minutes after crossing that bridge back there, you come to this wall with a gateway, and this is where the walk actually starts. So, 10 minutes after that first intersection, we get to the second intersection, and if you want to do the route that we're going to do today in an anti-clockwise direction, then you need to take a left here, or my left here, and that's going to the Talaia Son Juamell. But we're going to do it in a clockwise direction, and therefore we're going to carry on to Cala Mesquida. About 5 or 6 minutes down from the Col de Mariner, we come across this. Well, that's in a strange place to have it. It looks like a bread oven, or horno de pan. Just down from the horno de pan is our sign pointing towards Cala Mesquida. And on our way down to Cala Mesquida, we can see to our left there is a wall which will probably be with us until we can sight Mesquida itself. And on our approach we come to this intersection in the path here. I'm going to turn right here in order to go towards the headland where the Talaia Son Juamell is. If I went straight on, I would actually lead me down into Cala Mesquida. And a couple of seconds along the track we're going to take. If we break off left, we can have a fine view down into Cala Mesquida. So actually heading now towards the Talaia, slightly uphill, we'll come to a gully that we must cross, and then from there we should be able to pick up the signposts that will lead us all the way to the top. This track is pretty definable most of the way up, and it is of course helped by the signposts sporadically along it. After about 10 minutes up the track from that little gully that we crossed, I'm looking back, I'm getting a good view of Cala Mesquida as well as the most beautiful coastline. If we pan right round, we can go Cala Agulla, and even further you can see our objective there, which is the Talaia Son Juamell. There are a number of paths up to gain the ridge, but I'm on what is considered the normal one with the signposts. So I don't know what the others are like, but this is going to get steeper as we approach the ridge. Yeah, we're now probably about 30 metres from the ridge. The steepest stuff's now over. And we're now just hit the ridge that leads up to the Talaia. And from the ridge leading up to Talaia, we can look over and see Cala Agulla, where we came from, on the coastline. 40 minutes after leaving that intersection with Cala Mesquida, we've arrived at the Talaia, gradually ascending on the path and then slightly steeper as towards the ridge. The Talaia, or watchtower, stands on the headland between the Calas Mesquida and Agulla at an altitude of 277 metres. Many of these Talaias were built during the Middle Ages as part of a complete defensive system along the various coasts of Majorca. Their main objective was to sight and warn the island inhabitants of potential threats from pirates or invaders. If a threat was spotted, a visual communication was sent to the coastal population, such as smoke or fire. The bridge we'll walk along for probably about another 5 or 6 minutes until we descend into the forest to make our way back down to Cala Agulla. Just over that little crag there, slightly in the distance, is the summit of Cala Agulla. After about 10 minutes of descending from the Talaia, we'll reach this little forested section here, which will be with us now as we descend to hit the main track going back to Cala Agulla. So once we are firmly on this track, all that's left now is to retrace our steps all the way back to Cala Agulla and back to the bus stop. So I'll see you there. This walk is very popular with tourists from the Agulla side or the Mesquida side. It is particularly well signposted and the footpaths are well defined. Getting to the Talaia is not easy, as the route becomes reasonably steep as you approach the summit ridge, but the views are well worth that extra effort. So, if you do this walk and enjoy it, probably you will join me on another walk in the near future.